Welcome to episode number 13 of this Henry Dowling MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. And today, I'm actually playing my Henry Dowling Road to the Show series here in MLB The Show 20. Yes, MLB The Show 20, because you cannot port any Road to the Show characters from MLB The Show 20 to any later versions of the game. So I have to continue the series here in MLB The Show 20, which I don't have a problem playing. I don't have a problem coming back to MLB The Show 20, as Henry Dowling is right there, as you can see. I mean, it says Dowling if you didn't see it on the back of his jersey. And even if you can't, it's Henry Dowling. You can see it right there. Dowling, number 6, plays for the Houston Astros because, that's the Astros logo in the bottom right corner over there. And, well, you probably know that based on the Astros logo in the bottom right-hand corner and based on the uniform he's wearing, and you can see the orange on the clubhouse walls up there. And you can kind of see the jersey of that player over there. But either way, Henry Dowling is 76 silver, so now it's silver. Last episode he wasn't a silver, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was still a bronze. The last episode of the series was the All-Star game, which was I posted it back in January, which is 6 months ago. So it's the first episode of the series in 6 months, give or take. But better late than never. Sorry about that. But like I said, it's the first episode of the series in 6 months. But better late than never. As we're about to play we're about to play the Yankees for 3 games in Houston, or we're about to play the Yankees for 3 games at home, and then after that we're gonna play the Colorado Rockies for 2 games in Colorado. And if you don't know, which you might not, because I haven't, like I said, filmed an episode of the series in 6 months, give or take. The Colorado Rockies is Henry Dowling's former team. He never played a game in the majors of the Colorado Rockies, but he was in the Rockies organization. I chose Henry Dowling to get drafted by the Rockies, because that did start this Road to the Show here in MLB The Show 20. But obviously that was 2 years ago when this game came out in March of 2020. It came out a week before COVID hit. Yeah, he never played a game in the majors. He never played a game in the majors of the Rockies, but he was in the Rockies organization. And then his first season, he was in Double-A. It was in 2020, because in this game it's now 2021. In 2020, he was in Double-A. He was in Double-A with the Hartford Yard Goats, the Double-A affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. Finished the season with the Hartford Yard Goats. Then the Rockies gave him a contract. It was a 1-year contract to be an MLB starter. And then after I signed that contract, to be a 1-year contract for I don't know how much money, but it was a 1-year contract to be an MLB starter. I signed that contract, and right after I signed it, they traded me to the Astros. So that's what happened. And I'm gonna show you here. Now, if you don't know, awards. That's who won the World Series last year. You can see right there, this says World Series MVP 2020, Jose Altuve. And that means, obviously, Jose Altuve is on the Astros. And now that means, obviously, the Astros won the World Series last year. So Henry Dowling, who was on the Rockies, got traded to the Houston Astros, who won the World Series last year. So, like I said, Henry Dowling got traded to the Astros, which are the defending champs. So, and the Astros right now, I'm going to show you the standings right here. In first place, as you can see right here. They're in first place. 10 games up on the Angels, 18 games up on the A's, 26 games up on the Mariners, and 28 games up on the Rangers. We are ranked 4th in baseball, 5th in pitching, 5th in power, 1st in contact, 9th in speed, and 19th in defense. And like I said, the Astros are ranked 4th in baseball. We won one straight game, 5-5 in our last 10 games. We're 78-51, which is a 605 winning percentage. Like I said, we're up on the Angels. We're up 10 games up on the Angels for first place in the American League West division. And like I said, in this game, the Astros won the World Series last year, which was 2020. Like I said, the Astros won the World Series last year, which was 2020. And the Astros, like I said, are the defending champs. And Henry Dowling got traded to the Astros, who, like I said, are the defending champs. Let's see if the Astros can repeat as World Series champions. And that's episode of the series, by the way, in this game will be the last 2 games, the next episode of the series in this game will be the last 2 series of the season, of the regular season. It'll be 6 games total. a 3-game series against the A's at home, and then a 3-game series against the Angels at home. So this episode is only 5 games because the Rockies series, which is in Colorado, is only a 2-game series. So it's only 5 games in this episode, and then 6 games in the next episode. So yeah, which hopefully will be sooner than later. But we still have this episode they didn't do. So yeah, let's get into it. It's Lance McCullers Jr. versus Michael Fulmer. That's starting pitching matchup for Game 1 here in the Yankees series. We're 78 and 51. They're 67 and 60, and the Yankees right now are 9 games behind the Rays for first place in the AL East. So yeah. And by the way, after the Yankees series, I'll show you the entire standings. By the way, so yeah, after the Yankees series, I'll show you the entire standings. Michael Fulmer is trash. He's 4 and 15 with a 5 ERA. While McCullers is 13 and 2 with a. I mean, he has a 4.37 ERA, but he's 13 and 2. Unlike Fulmer is unlike Fulmer is 4 and 15 with a 5.19 ERA. Let's get into the episode, or let's get into the Yankee series right now. Let's talk to someone on the other team maybe. Is there any bid names? Oh, let's talk to Aaron Judge. I would say, is there any bid names? There is. Judge sends some batter ahead of the game. All you have is Todd. We have the record to back it up. We're off a hot series win. We're living today another one these next few days. You picked the wrong time to intimidate us. We're on fire right now. We've been playing great baseball lately. Whenever we win or lose today, I don't expect that to change. Whether we win or lose today, I don't expect that to change. But still, you picked the wrong time to intimidate us. We're on fire right now. Oh, okay, Judge. Judge tells you that this might be the series that you're extinguished. Okay. Bring it on, Aaron Judge. And we win the first game of the series. Henry Dowan is not playing the first game of the series. That means in this episode there's only going to be 4 games in this episode. Well, at least 4. Who knows if they send him down for another game. But they sent him down for the first game of the series. The Astros didn't start Henry Dowan in the first game of the series, and he didn't play either. And we won the game 9-1. So take that, Aaron Judge, who's the other right fielder. Because Henry Dowan is a right fielder. He's supposed to be a center fielder, but I think they moved him over to right because they have Delano DeShields Jr. in center. So I get why they moved Henry Dowan over to right. So technically he's a right fielder. Aaron Judge is a right fielder as well. Henry Dowan's on fire. He's a right fielder. Batting 5th, 76 overall. Bats right, throws right. Let's get into the game right now. The Shields, we have Joey Wendell now. We down via trade from, I forgot who we down from. But yeah, the Shields, Wendell, Alvarez, Henry Dowan, and Jamie Ritchie, our catcher, all on fire. And it looks like Altuve's not playing. Looks like they have Wendell at center base instead of Altuve. Let's watch your prediction. Matt Vesturgeon. Roof's closed. Well, that's a day game in August. It's probably really hot in Texas, so it is in real life. So that's probably why the roof's closed. Like I said, the roof's probably closed because it's a day game. It's in August, and when it's during the day in August in Texas, it's usually a scorcher, like it is in real life. Looks like we're losing. I think it's over. No, we're not losing. I thought we were. 2 on, nobody out. Top 2, no score. It's the MLB Network presentation. So the scoreboard's in the top left-hand corner. 1 down. But like I said, it's MLB Network. Why? I know this. It's the MLB Network presentation, so that's why the scoreboard's in the top left-hand corner. Usually it's in the bottom right-hand corner, but for MLB Network, it's in the top left-hand corner. Well, I know this. Yeah, send down the Astros and RBIs. Here we go. Roof's closed. Here we go. Runner sending nobody out. Top or bottom 2. This is the Tanaka. That ball's obliterated by Henry Dowan. Gone. I don't even know where it went because I lost it because the light in it. But it's gone on the first pitch. I guess a 4-seamer, basically center cut, and it's obliterated by Henry Dowan. 22nd of the year, and the Astros are up 2-0 here in the second. I guess the the 4-seam fastball basically center cut right down the middle, and that was Masahiro Tanaka who's pitching for the Yankees, and I obliterated that pitch. first at bat of the series and the episode is a no-doubter for Henry Dowan into the Crawford boxes, or possibly under the train tracks. I'm not sure. 400. That's my guess. Just need to show it here. They might. And then I'll show it where it lands. Oh, no, it was a line drive. I kind of lost it. 375. That was 25 feet off. I didn't really see where it went because the lighting in this room and the lighting in this game. You know, that ball is obliterated by Gleyber Torres, and it's a one-run game. I don't even know where that went. 30. He has 39 home runs. Holy cow. 3-1 Astros. No runners on 2 outs. Bottom 3. Soden Tanaka. Really, no, he's not throwing me another fastball center cut, I don't think. That wasn't a fastball. That was a slider on the outside corner. Caught by the center fielder, in and over. Is that Sprinter? That is George Sprinter, the former Astro. I thought it was George Sprinter because of the shoes. The former Astro back in Houston for the first time. Well, not the first time, but he's back in Houston. Runner set in, nobody out. Top 5 for Urshela, who in real life is on the Twins, but in this game he's still on the Yankees. It's a fly ball. Runner might tad. He only has 25 speed. I doubt he's on a tad now. Maybe if he had like 80 speed he would, but he only has 25. 1 down. Now 4-2 Astros. No runners on. 1 out. Bottom 5. Soden Tanaka. We're up by 2. That's a blast! Hit well. Is it gone? Will it be gone? It's off the wall. And play by Sprinter to play the ball off the wall. It's a double. My goodness, that was obliterated. 52nd double of the year, but that was obliterated. That was a blast by Henry Dowan off the wall in front of the Astros bullpen. Come on, man. You throw it basically when I was already backed in the face. Triple and home, or single and triple away from the cycle. For 2. Fly ball. And it's chopped by the left fielder. I'm not sure who that is, but no way I'm going to tag on that. 2 down. I believe that's Giancarlo Stanton. Looked like him. There's Corey Lee, who a few years ago was the #1 prospect in baseball. 2-1 pitch. He's bunting with 2 outs. He might beat that out. Sanchez. That was Darius Sanchez, who had a late break on it. I'm not sure why he did have his crouch immediately. Runners in the corners, 2 outs. Obviously, in real life, Darius Sanchez is also on the Twins. And Urshela and Sanchez are both in the batter struck out. But like I said, Urshela and Darius Sanchez are both in the Twins in real life because they both got traded before the season started from the Yankees to the Twins. But obviously, in this game, they're still in the Yankees. Here we go. Still 4-2 Yankees, which is a rematch of the 2019 ALCS. Runner at first, nobody out. Top 7. Time to the plate. Fly ball. Down is there. Almost overran it. 2 down or 1 down. Like the Dizelle catch. You know, I almost did overrun that though. Here we go. And runner at first. 1 out. Bottom 7. 4-2 Astros. New pitcher. I'm not sure who the pitcher is, but it's not Tanaka. Oh man, I didn't see that pitch right away. It's kind of hard because the light in this room is kind of bright, and because there's that roof in the background too. That was a hanging pitch, but I lined it right to Sprinter. 2 down. I'm 2 for 4 with a home run, a 2-run home run, right? I think it was a 2-run home run, and then a double. That should be the game. Top 9 now. Here's Darius Sanchez. No runners on, no runners out. Top 9, so he's probably leading the in and off for the Yankees. Shift is on. I don't think I'm going to get there. I won't, as it will 2 off the wall. I believe our closer is Roberto Ozuna. And that's a double for Sanchez. Come on, shut it down, Ozuna. Can't you let these games slip away? We don't. Astros win. 4 pitches? Okay, how did he get 4 pitches? How did Ozuna only need 4 pitches? He pitched it in, hit up a hit, which is a double, struck out a guy. It's like the next pitch after the double must have been like, well, I was going to say a double. I was about to say the next pitch was like a double play, but that couldn't be the case because there was a runner at second base. But either way, I went 2 for 4. Henry Dowan did. Henry Dowan went 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. As we win the game 4-2. Zach Greinke, who wasn't on the team in the last episode, I don't think. I don't think Zach Greinke was on the team in the last episode, but he got called up. Same thing for Justin Verlander. You would think, like, why are they both in AAA? Don't ask me. But they're called up, Verlander and Greinke. Greinke got the win, Tanaka got the loss, Ozuna gets the save. So yeah, let's get into the Senate. The Yankees had 3 errors in this game. Let's get into the Senate game, or excuse me, the third game of the series, the third and final game of the series, and the Senate game, or let's get into the third and final game of the series, and the Senate game, or let's get into the third and final game here in this 3-game series, and let's get into the Senate game of the episode. So third game of the series, Senate game of the episode right now. And after then we have the 2-day series against the Rockies, Henry John's former team. Never played a game with them in the majors, but was in the Rockies organization. Let's watch the presentation. We have Excursion. We're still closed. I mean, it's not a day game, and it's probably like at least 100 degrees. It's not 100 degrees, it's probably like at least 95. There's Judge. And the other guy, Sonnen's number 59. Looks like that might be LeMahieu, maybe. Who's their pitcher? Our pitcher, Justin Verlander. So only had 3 starts. He only got called up like 2 weeks ago or whatever. Here we go. First batter of the game. That's a fly ball tonight. Rob a homer. I had the circles. That ball is gone. I couldn't rob it. And it's Urshela with his 11th homer of the year. And the Yankees strike first as their first batter of the game goes deep. Here's Estrada, the second batter of the game. So that's batter. 1-on pitch, already 1-0 Yankees. And this one won't be gone. I almost robbed that. 1 down. And it's 2-1 Yankees. Runner at third, 2 outs, bottom 1. Time run 90 feet away here in the first inning. 2-1 New York. Ground ball. Will it get up the middle? No. And I can't beat it out. Why? I know all that stuff. I don't know why I'm showing me it now, as that was, I believe, Urshela who made the play. Here's Urshela. Homer earlier. 1-on-1 out. Top 4. 2-1. Bombers. And this one, I don't know where it is. Is it fair or foul? And that ball is fouled by a foot. I didn't know where it was, but then now it's Estrada, who flew over to a 2 flyouts. First flyout was at me, or Henry Dowling. 1-on, 2 out, top 4, and it's batter. 1-2 pitch, fly ball. Dowling is there, and an over. Middle of 4, 2-1 New York. We only have 1 hit. Here we go. Only swing at pitches inside the zone and record a hit. Yes. No runners on, 1 out. Bottom 4. Then who's this pitcher? Davey Garcia. And no runners on, 1 out. Bottom 4. 2-1 New York. Come on, boys. That's a fly ball. That's obliterated. Another home run for Henry Dowling. Gone off the wall behind the Crawford boxes, I believe. I believe it hit the wall behind the Crawford boxes. 23rd of the year for Henry Dowling, and second of the series and second of the episode. And it's a 2-2 game here in the 4th. Both home runs to left field. Both home runs, no downers. 23rd of the year, and he's saying be Henry Dowling is saying be quiet, or doing the quiet sign, the fender over the mount to Derry Pettis, the third base coach for Houston. And Derry Pettis is doing the same thing. My goodness, let's go for 390. 390. We might see it here. 408. So I was 18 feet off. That was farther than the first one. Yeah, it looks like it did hit that wall behind the Crawford boxes. Here's George Sprinter and an RBI single. Looks like 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI. 1-on, 2 out, top 5. Still 2-2. That ball is hit well to the edge of the track. Downs there, like the Gazelle, and over. Halfway home, 2-2. Here's Dowling, 1 for 2 with a solo home run. It's driving a run. Bases are loaded. Oh my goodness. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom 5. We're up 3-2. You have a chance to maybe hit a grand slam. That's a ground ball. Center base. Oh, that was a low throw. It picked by the first baseman. Man, I hit that hard, but Nothing to reward myself with. No runners on 2 outs. Top sits. Sanchez is up. Shift is on, so I'm in like right center field. Can I get there? I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right there. Middle of sits, 3-2 Yankee, or 3-2. Middle of, I'm all over the place. Middle of sits, 3-2 Astros. We did get a run in the 5th inning, although I did round out with the bases loaded. Now 6-2 Astros. Good job, boys. No runners on 1 out. Bottom 7. We're up 6-4 now, or excuse me, 6-2 now. We're up by 4, 6-2. That's a blast! Gone! Henry Dillon does it again. That could be on the train tracks, and I believe it was on the train tracks. Probably would have been out of the stadium if the roof was open. As it landed on the train tracks, and like I said, it probably would have been out of the stadium if the roof was open. And now he's running home. 2nd of the game, 3rd of the series, 3rd of the episode, and 24th of the year. And doing somersaults, and he probably get thrown at, and/or thrown out of the game if this is real life. And he's dancing with the next batter, but don't hand me a pitch, dude. He hung me like a slider or an off-speed pitch, and I obliterated it. Oh, I'm 401. Usually when it does this, like view right here, especially when it's on MLB Network, it shows the distance. It's 401. I didn't guess. I should have. 9-2 Astros. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom 8. Here we go. We're up by a touchdown. That ball! Oh, I got way under it. Torres, center baseman, got it. We're up by 7 though, going in the 9th. And that's the game. Astros sweep the Yankees. 3-game home series sweep for Houston. As we beat the Yankees 9-2, so we beat them, what, 9-1, 4-2, I believe, and then 9-2. So, I mean, Henry down at 2 home runs. Unfortunately, I was, what, 25 feet off, 18 feet off on my 2 deces, and then that 3rd home run, the 2nd home run of this, or the 3rd home run of the episode, which is the 2nd game, or the 3rd home run of the episode, which is the 2nd home run of this game, I didn't guess, but I was 18 feet, or 25 feet off, and 18 feet off. Hopefully I at least get one more home run. Now I'm going to Colorado, which hopefully I can at least get 1 home run, because now I'm going to the Mile High City. Obviously, like I said, I never played a game with the Rockies in the majors, but was in the Rockies organization. So yeah. My parents might be home because they were hiking at some place. I didn't hike. I was dealing with our dogs, and I shot some hoops on my my parents are home, so I don't see what's going on. I stayed home to deal with my dogs, and I shot some hoops on my basketball. Or I shot some hoops on my basketball hoop by our outbuilding. There's a little slab of concrete that I was just dribbling around and then shooting around. So yeah, I'm gonna say hi to my parents to make sure everything's okay and stuff. And then and then in the next clip we'll start, or in the next clip, and then in the next clip I'll start the 2-game series against Henry Dillon's former team, technically, the Colorado Rockies. So I'll see you then. See you then. I'm back. I just said, went out to the living room, and my parents were home, just to say hi and stuff. So yeah, that's all I had to do. I edited out of the previous game, went back to the clubhouse, but I mean, it's not something I have to film on camera. I mean, it's boring. It's boring to do that. There's no reason I had to like do it on camera. But either way, we did sweep the Yankees, beat them 9-1, 4-2, and 9-2. Now we're about to play the Rockies in Colorado in the Mile High City. This is, like I said, Henry Dillon's former team. He never played a game in the majors of the Rockies, but he was in the Rockies organization. Rockies 71-62, Astros 81-51. The Rockies right now are 4.5 games back of the Dodgers for first place in the NL West. So Henry Dillon was traded from the NL West to the AL West. It's 2 games. First game is a night game. Second game is a day game. First game is Lelo Armios. I might completely botch his name, versus Peter Lambert. And then the second game is James Paxton versus Chichi Gonzalez. What a name. See how it's in the game. We have a day off here, and then we have 2 games in Colorado, and that'll be the episode. And after that, well, then we go to Oakland. That'll be not on camera, but then we have an off day, and then we go to Oakland. Yeah. And that's episode of the series will be the last 2 series this year in the regular season. 6 games total, 2 3-game series. It's a 3-game series against the A's at home, and then a 3-game series against the Angels at home. And I'm going to show you the full standings before we get into this series against Colorado, because I said I would do that. I don't break promises. Rays lead the AL East. White Sox lead the AL Central. Findings up on the Twins, while Rays lead the Red Sox by 10.5 games. White Sox lead the Twins by 5 games. We lead the Angels by 2 games, so we did 2 games in the previous series. Twins and Angels are 2 wildcard teams right now. Red Sox half a game back, and the Yankees a game back. Phillies lead the NL East. 6.5 games up on the Mets. Cubs lead the NL Central. 3.5 games up on the Cardinals. 6.5 games up on the Brewers. Reds 7 games back. Pirates 24. So just fall up the table. Dodgers lead the NL West. Like I said, 4.5 games up on the Rockies, who are about to play, and then 5 games up on the D-backs. And then the Padres and Giants are, well, down in the fall off the table. It's 4.5 games. 4.5 games. The Rockies are bad. D-bats 5 games bad, but then the Padres are 18 games bad. Giants 25.5 games bad. My goodness. And then the Mets and Rockies. The Mets are in the top wild. Or no, you have the Mets and Rockies, I believe, tied for the first wild card spot or something. Or no. The Mets are in the first wild card spot, and the Rockies and Cardinals are tied for the second wild card spot, with the D-backs half a game back, and the Braves a game back. And remember, in this game, it's still where there's 5 teams that made it, 3 division winners, and then 2 wildcard teams that play in a 1-game wildcard playoff. So it's the old format before this season in real life. But yeah, let's get into the 2-game series against the Rockies in Colorado right now. There's probably a day where I can train. Let's do T-drills to up my, I believe, the attribute for contact versus lefties and righties. I had 3 home runs in the last 2 games. Obviously, in the first game of the Yankee series, I didn't play. Hopefully, he plays in both of these games. I mean, the Rockies they still have Nolan Arenado, they have Charlie Blackmon, Garrett Hampson, Justin Upton, Trevor Story, David Dahl, Ryan McMahon, Tony Walters, and their pitchers. So this team is still pretty good. They still have Arenado, Story, Dahl, and Blackmon. And Blackmon, I don't think Blackmon's on the. Blackmon might still be on the Rockies, but obviously Arenado's not. Trevor Story's not. David Dahl's not. I don't think. And then obviously the Astros have the Shields, Altuve, Alvarez, Correa, Bredman, Henry Downban in 6th, Nate Lowe, Torrey Lee, and then the pitcher. Because remember, there's no DH because we're at NL Park, and in this game there's no universal DH. Obviously there's no DH in this game because we're at a National League Park. Let's get into the game right now. And 429, 24 home runs, 91 RBIs, 10 stolen bases. Not bad for Henry Downban in his rookie season. Astros trying to go back-to-back because, like I said, last year they won the World Series. That'd be hilarious if it was the Rockies and Astros in the World Series. That'd be really hilarious. You never know. Let's watch our prediction. Matt Sturgeon.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Colorado Rockies.
There's Henry Down right there.
And it comes your way next.
The Shields to his right and Alvarez to his left. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Peter Lambert. Bases loaded, bases loaded, 2 outs, top 1. Let's drive in a run. Had a chance in the Yankees series in this situation, didn't ground it out. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top 1, no score. Trying to down the board first and early here in game 1 of this 2-game series. That's a fly ball. It's 420 or 415 to center field. That's the center fielder, I believe, which is Upton. I failed that challenge, and we did not score. I believe that's Upton in center. Now the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Rockies in the 2nd inning, already up 2-0. And here's the pitcher with the bases loaded and nobody out, and he hits it. That's not gone, I don't think. It might be. It's gone. The pitcher with a grand slam. Oh my goodness, the pitcher for the Rockies just hit a grand slam, and we're down 6-0 in the 2nd inning. Probably his first career home run. And my goodness, the pitcher hits a grand slam. I said right away, or initially it wasn't going to be out of here, but it was. 1-on-1 out, bottom 2. Arenado is a Granty, I believe, is not a. Is Granty a starter? I'm not really sure. But either way, Granty comes in. Because whoever our starter, or yeah, he wasn't our starter in this game. Granty actually might not be a starting pitcher for the She might be in the bullpen. But either way, we're down 6, or now we're down 8-0. 1 on, nobody out. Top 4. My goodness, the pitcher with a grand slam. That's a ground ball. Wish I could have done that with the bases loaded. 2 on, nobody out. With us down 8 here in the 4th inning. Man, alive. This is just insane. 0-2 pitch down, Nate Lowe. 2 on, nobody out. Top 4. Down by a touchdown and a 2-point diversion. That's a ground ball. I meant to slide, and that's a double play. Just what we needed. Not. It's 12-1. What is this? 12-1, 2 on, 1 out. Top 5 are down by 11 now. That's a liner into the gap. That should score 2. But either way, we're only going to be down by 9. And that's only going to score 1 RBI double for Henry Down, and we're only down by a touchdown and a field goal. Here we go, RBI double. Runners the second and third, 1 out for Nate Lowe, who grounds one on a short line drive, spear on a short hop. RBI ground now, and now we're only down by 9. So we're only down by 3 field goals. Here's Corley, who looks like a single on an RBI. 1-2 pitch to him. So we're down by 9. 12-3. Top 5. And that's a line drive. Well, it down, though. Middle of 5. 12-3 Rockies. I mean, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Still 12-3. It's next batter. And it's Brian Abreu. I believe in this game, Zach Greinke. I know he didn't realize he's I know Zach Greinke is a starting pitcher, but I believe in this game I should have him in the bullpen. I'm not exactly sure though. Come down. Yeah, that's a disaster. 7 or 12-7. This game's not over. If we come back down, we're now at 12-1. So we scored 2 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, and still a 6. No runners on 2 outs. Top 6. We already scored 4 runs in the inning. Here we go. Come on. And it's a new pitcher, only down by 5. That's a fly ball, but nowhere near the wall. I just said 450 in the dead center. Middle of 6. Now 12-7. So we're only down by 5, with still 9 runs to work with. Come on, that'll be epic if we come back. It's 12-9 now. We're coming back. We're now at 12-1. Now we're down 12-9. We only have 5 runs to work with, though. Here we go. We gotta have a rally. That's a liner. Good start. Into the corner by the 350 sign. That'll rattle around. And I'm going to stop there because I don't want to be thrown out with us down by 3. Double. Now the time runs on deck. 54th double of the year. Here's Nate Lowe, 0 for 4. 0-2 pitch. Beating it on the time run. Coming to the plate. Come on, Nate. That's a swing and a miss. 2 down. Come on, just one more base runner than the time run to the plate. Come on, boys. 1-2 pitch down to Lee. We'll have the top of the order do it one more time in the 9th. Come on. 1-2. That's a ground ball. Get through. It will get through. I'm coming around. That could be a mistake. The throw is in time. What a throw by Blackman. Man, I don't know if that was, if I stopped at third, the time run would have been at the plate, but also, like, my goodness, that could be the game, really. And it is. We don't complete the comeback. What was the score? Yeah, 12-9 was the final. We were down 12-1. We did push, though, 2 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, but didn't score at all in the 8th or the 9th. I went 3 for 5 in the game with 2 doubles, a single, and an RBI. Our starter only went an inning, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 6 earned runs, and 3 walks. And then Greinke came in after that, so Greinke must be in the bullpen. Like I said, Henry Down went 3 for 5. Like I said, Henry Down went 3 for 5 with, well, like I said, Henry Down went 3 for 5 with 2 doubles, a single, and an RBI. Not bad, but we still lost it in 12-9. Now let's see. Now let's in the second and final game of the series. And the last game of the episode, regardless if we win or lose. So let's end the second and final game of this 2-game series against the Rockies. And like I said, this is the last game of the episode, regardless if we win or lose. Let's get into it right now. Hopefully he plays. And he's gonna come in. He's gonna play at some point. You never know. He could come in as a pinch hitter for the pitcher because the pitchers do bat. Hopefully he starts though. He is starting. Let's watch a prediction. Matt Sturgeon.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Houston Astros and the Colorado Rockies. Interleague baseball comes your way next.
There's Bredman and there's Lau, or Low. It's not actually Lau. It's Low. Anyway, to send it. Last name of the series, last name of the episode. We're not down yet. Runner set it, nobody out. Bottom two. Batting .431 on the year. Did have an RBI in the last game. And it's Chichi Gonzalez. That's a liner foul. Right now, I guess he's in line, but I think Henry Downs in first place for the AL Rookie of the Year votes, I guess. Or the AL Rookie of the Year award. Liner caught by Arenado. Runner did bad, but that was scolded. But right there, Arenado. No score, no runners on, one out, top four. Haven't had a defensive opportunity yet in right field. 0 for 1. That's a fly ball. Can get over his head. Blackman does catch it over the shoulder. 2 down here in the 4th. 1-0 Colorado, no runners on, 1 out. Bottom 5, like I said, 1-0 Rockies for Gonzalez, the pitcher. Chichi Gonzalez. This time, the pitcher has not hit a homer or a grand slam. 2 down. 1 on, 1 out, top 6. That's time out at first base. Let's advance a runner. That's the only chance you have. And it's Gonzalez. His energy's in the yellow. 1 on, 1 out. Time out at first base. Oh, he threw me a fastball in my wheelhouse. I ran on the 17 double plays this year. That's a lot of double plays. Here we go. That's a ground ball. Arenado will field it. What a throw. That's double play. Middle sits, 1-0 Rockies. I didn't know they're at bat, but it's not a good game for Henry Dowan. 2-1 Rockies. Now it's Samatana advance a runner. Well, let's go. Let's go with Samatana advance a runner. Time run at first base, 1 out. Top 8. We're down 2-1 against Yero Diaz, a lefty, who's a slider, and then 2-seam fastball and 4-seam fastball. Or, excuse me, the righty. That's a liner down the line. Stay fair! And it's fouled by about 2 feet, probably. Here we go. Timer at first base, 1 out. Top 8. We're down 2-1. That's a fly ball. It's hit well. Get out of here. Get out. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. I didn't guess the distance, 429 feet, but that's okay. Just out of the reach of I believe Upton in center, and the Astros have the lead. That's like the most emotion, or the most excited I've been for one of these videos in like forever. But my goodness, what a homer for Henry Dowan. Rockies manager's in shock while the Astros are celebrating with Henry Dowan. There's Alvarez there, Bredman, just out of the reach of, I believe, Upton in center. And we have a 1-run lead in the 8th. 429 feet, because like I said, it was 415 to dead center. You can see the 415 marker on the center field wall. And it's now 6-2 Astros. 1 on, nobody out, bottom 8 for Blackman against Brian Abreu. We're up by 4 now. So it's like we added, what, 3 more runs after my home run, but now Blackman hits a home run of his own into the bullpen. 410. I guessed the home run distance! Literally, that was 410. I said it right before it came up, but it was opposing home run. I guessed 410. It was 410 out, 6-4. And now it's 6-6. What in the world, bullpen? Come on. I mean, we take the lead on my home run, then we hit 3. Now we're losing. And now I'm 420. 394. What is this? 26 feet off. That's probably the game now, because now we're probably going to lose. I'm up again! Oh my goodness, great. Yeah, I didn't think about that. If we score 3 more runs after my home run, I'd probably be up again. Advance a runner within the first 3 pitches, I guess so. Here we go. Timer at first base, nobody out. Top 9, we're down 7-6 against Tyler Float. That's a closer. Here we go. That's a ground ball! Oh my goodness, that's a double play, and we're out away from losing. Oh! Come on. And that's the game. and we get swept by the Rockies. 5 runs we gave up. Both teams scored 5 runs in the 8th inning. We were down 2-1. Yeah, we were down 2-1. Then we took a 6-2 lead. Scoring 5 runs in the 8th, and the Rockies scored 5 runs in their 8th. Their half of the 8th to be up 7-6. And then I was up with Turner at first base and nobody out in the 9th, but grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. I did hit a home run. That was my only hit of the game. So unfortunately, this is the last game of the episode, regardless if we won or lost, which we did lose. We swept the Yankees, but then we swept the Yankees, but then we got swept by the Rockies, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I want 1 for 5 with a 2-run. I want Henry down 1 for 5 with a home run, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Yeah. This is a tough loss. Good game though. And in the end, this is just a video game. Like I said, next episode of the series in the stand will be the last 2 games of the regular season. Or like I said, next episode of the series in the stand will be the last 2 series of the regular season, next episode of the series will be the last 2 series of the regular season, which is a total of 6 games, 2 3-game series, a 3-game series against the A's, and then or 3-game series against the A's at home, and then a 3-game series against the Angels at home. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure when next episode of the series. I'm not sure when next episode of the series in real life. I'm not sure when next episode of the series will be in real life though. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later though. And you'll find out what and when the Let's Be Honest channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, time for closing the board. If you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number 14 of this Henry Dowan MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. See you in episode number 14. And you don't want to bait in and go Astros.